Welcome to the Snow Show, and welcome to Hakuba, the home of the 1998 Winter Olympics, and famous for its world-class ski and snowboarding adventures. In today's episode, we find out what makes Hakuba so popular. We check out the backcountry and night skiing, learn the importance of fore and aft balance, find some great outerwear, check out a great non-snow alternative for the kids and athletes alike, crank up the snow machine, and we indulge in the magnificent array of Hakuba's hotels, restaurants and bars. Hi there, I'm Andrew McComb and welcome to the Snow Show and welcome to Hakuba, Japan. Nestled in the Japanese Alps, Hakuba has been a skiing destination for over a century. Originally used as a training ground for the Japanese Olympic ski team, Hakuba now boasts 11 world-class ski resorts with over 200 runs, catering to skiers and snowboarders of all levels. So whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned skier, Hakuba has something for everyone. Get ready to experience the ultimate winter adventure on this episode of The Snow Show in Hakuba, Japan. Yojiro,
Yep.
Hakuba is world famous for skiing and snowboarding. What is it that makes it so popular?
Well, Hakuba Valley is a complex of 10 ski resorts. There are more than 100 ski courses from beginners to experts. And if you look at the mountain, there are countless terrains for backcountry lovers.
Wow. And do you prefer skiing or snowboarding?
Well, we do have a lot of powder snow, so I prefer snowboarding.
Yeah, and I hear they get quite a few meters of powder every year.
Yes. If you stay, well, the annual snowfall is more than 15 meters here, and if you stay 1 week here, the powder snow is guaranteed for you.
Wow. How many resorts are there?
Well, 10.
Yeah.
10 ski resorts.
And what's your favorite?
Well, personally, I love Hapo over there. It's the biggest one, and Cortina. It's the far north ski resort. Cortina has a lot of tree runs, and when it snows, it's like powder paradise.
Yeah, so world-class trees and backcountry, I hear.
Yes, they're both here.
And when you're not snowboarding, what are you doing off the fields?
Well, after skiing and snowboarding, I go, izakaya, because there are like more than 100 restaurants and bars around the valley area. And the izakaya is a Japanese tapas restaurant. It's my favorite. Yeah.
Wow. And then what about the onsen? I hear that's pretty popular with tourists.
Yes, there are many public onsens, and there are even onsens in hotels. And well, when you get tired of skiing and snowboarding, just soak in onsen and rejuvenate and ready to another day.
And very accessible too from Tokyo, isn't it?
Yes, it's only 300 kilometers from Tokyo, and once you get in the bullet train, it takes only 3 hours to get here.
Wow. And obviously accessible from all around Asia and even Australasia.
Yes.
Very nice. Shall we get back onto the slopes?
Yes, let's go.
Hey guys, here we are at the top of Line C at Hakuba 47. We're about to go down Route 1, which is a top to bottom run, and it's open pretty much to the start of May. It's amazing snow, and it's a great slope for intermediates and advanced people.
Season length, Dan, what's that? Maybe December through to May, or does it start earlier than that?
Yeah, if we have really good snow, it's the start of middle of November is a really early start, but it always goes through Golden Week, which is a national holiday in Japan, and that goes to about the 5th of May about.
And I notice there's a lot of nationalities floating around. Where are they all coming from?
Yeah, we've got a lot of customers from all over Oceania and Asia. We've got Australians and New Zealanders, but then we've got a lot of Malaysians and Thais and Singapore, Hong Kong, all those sort of countries. We have a lot more Chinese now as well. But I mean, the snow's so good in Japan, and it's such a special place that we're even getting people from North America and that coming over, which seems crazy since I got such good snow.
Wow, that's a big trip, mate. Sounds like this one here. So from a fitness perspective, with the longer runs, how do we tackle them?
Mate, I just hope you've done your squats, okay? Because like I say, this is a top to bottom, it's long, so be smooth, conserve your energy, finish your turns.
All right, so no hard turns, which use more energy, and then, nice and smooth.
Okay, mate, follow me. Okay, Andy, that's route 1 at Hakuba 47. It's our top to bottom run. How'd that go?
Yeah, it's long and challenging. I noticed the gradient sort of increased as you went, and then they softened off a little at the bottom. So, but definitely, mate, as a I guess rising intermediate, I loved it.
Yeah, it is a run that it does challenge. It's the intermediates, and it's for the intermediates and advanced really. There is a big green one which loops around the whole way if you want to go from top to bottom as well. So that caters towards the beginners and the lower intermediates. However, that one there is just nice and wide and consistent pitch, so you can really get a lot of turns in and test your mettle.
Well, speaking of metal, mate, I love the snow quality, you know, like it actually makes you feel safer. You don't mind falling over as much as, say, at other places around the world.
Yeah,
definitely one of the highlights.
Yeah, definitely softer here, eh? It's, and especially now with a little bit of sun on it, softens up right away and you can get good grip on the snow. So it's perfect conditions at the moment, that's for sure.
This ski school lesson brought to you by Hakuba Snow Sports School.
Today, guys, we're going to look at a 4.5 balance. And we're going to show how being in the middle of your ski is the key to success. We're talking about balancing in the 4.5 plane. 4.5 refers to forwards and backwards. Like I said, there's only balancing in skiing, and being balanced is having our body in the middle of our skis in a 4.5 plane all the time. Now, this might seem quite simple, however, it's not, because your brain from day one is trained to keep your body upright to gravity. Gravity is pulling us to the center of the earth. If this is my body, these are my legs, we'll stand upright, and that's natural. And this is great. When my skis are pointing across the hill, like I am now, I'm standing in the middle of my ski, if this is my ski, and this is my body, okay, I am 90 degrees, I am the middle of my ski, I'm standing upright to gravity. And that's great, that means I'm in balance. However, what we have to realize is when my skis turn down the hill, my skis are gonna match the slope of the hill. So if I do something which is very natural, standing upright to gravity, you can see here, my weight has moved towards the back of my skis. What I have to realize when I'm skiing to stay in the middle, to be in balance, I cannot stay upright to gravity. I have to do something that's very unnatural. When my skis are across the hill, I am here. When my skis come down the hill, I must move my body to stay perpendicular or 90 degrees to my skis or to the slope. Okay, now you might hear many people talking about, are you leaning back when you're skiing? People don't lean back when they're skiing. That's very unnatural. What people do is they stay upright to gravity. Their skis go down the hill. Now, they're not leaning back, they're just staying upright to gravity. So that means they are just doing something that's natural. So people don't lean back when they ski, they just stay upright to gravity. But we must acknowledge, we must bring our body to match the slope. I'm going to show you from side on here. Okay. Here my skis are matching the slope. I'm going to make a pizza so I can control it, stop without moving. You can see here I'm standing upright to gravity, which is natural to do. And now my body weight is closer to the back of my skis. To be in balance when I'm skiing, when my skis are down the hill, I must not be here, I must move my body forward and stay perpendicular or 90 degrees to my base of support. I should be in this sort of position, feeling my feet flat. When I stay up to gravity, right to gravity here, I'm feeling more the heels of my feet. Okay, I must do something that's very unnatural and commit my body to stay true to my skis and true to the slope. That's what we do to stay perpendicular and in balance when we're skiing in a 4.5 plane.
For more great ski and snowboard lessons, visit thesnowshow.tv/ski school.
Okay, Andy, one of the best things about Gaudio is the amazing backcountry we've got here. You can see from just the hike we did, it was only like 20 meters up to the backcountry gate. Now, one thing you have to realize here in Japan is we get a lot of snow and it becomes very dangerous for avalanches and that. So of course, whenever you go backcountry, you need all your avalanche gear, your avalanche beacon, your backpacks, your probes, your shovel, in case if anyone does get an avalanche, then you're in a good position to find them and help them out. Now, of course, we don't have avalanche gear with us today, so we're not going to go and do this. Also, you need to be a very advanced skier, so I think we need to do a bit more with you before we get to that stage. But yeah, Goryu backcountry is some of the best you'll find in Hakuba. It's amazing, and it's the beauty of it is so easy to get to from the lift.
Yeah, I mean, the lift's just here, right? Literally world-class backcountry. And do they have like events in that here too for the world champs and stuff, or how does it work?
Yeah, they've had like full freeride world tour events here. Now they've run the 4-star since they had COVID. It hasn't come back, but they have a 4-star event here, and then they've, like say, 2 years or 3 years prior to COVID, they had stop on the freeride world tour. So like really the backcountry here is world class. You know, you don't find better anywhere. But like I say, that safety thing is really massive, and so if you are coming to Hakuba, you've got to be aware of that. You just don't go off the backcountry because you think you can. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to know about all your gear and that sort of thing.
So when do you know you're good enough, Dan?
Well, you have to be a really advanced rider, Andy, and you know, you really need to go and do an avalanche safety course before you start going out backcountries by yourselves. And the other option to that is getting a qualified guide. There's plenty of guides in Hakuba. They can take you all around. There's Japanese and foreign guides, so it's always an option, but you do need to be an advanced rider to even consider it. But you know, I've ridden this backcountry quite a bit over the last few years, so why don't we have a look at that?
Sounds exciting. The latest in ski and snowboard equipment brought to you by Rhythm Rentals.
So how do we choose the right skis? Firstly, we're going to ask you if you're a beginner, intermediate or an advanced skier. Now if you're a beginner skier, we recommend looking for a ski around chin height. Something like a carving ski. For instance, the K2 Disruption. This is 78 underfoot, which means it's a narrow ski. It's a carbon core, so it's not too stiff and aggressive. This would be an excellent choice for a beginner skier, and I would definitely recommend starting on the piste before you venture in further afield. Now, if you're an intermediate skier, we recommend looking something around nose height. Nose height is going to give you a bit more control when you're skiing at higher speeds, and it's going to turn a little less easy, but you should already be at that level where that's okay. For an intermediate skier, a carving ski would also be great, but you could now be looking more for an all-mountain ski. We have the Volcal Mantra. This is a very stiff all-mountain ski, so definitely not for the very beginners, but at that level, this is an excellent choice for just bashing through all-round mountain. Or we have something with a softer nose. This is still a titanium core ski, but this is a bit more playful around the mountain. Still a very good carving ski, but just gets you a bit further afield. Now, for advanced skiers, the size of ski can vary depending on what you want to do. If you're a freestyle skier, you could maybe go a touch shorter, which makes your spins easy in the air, or you can go for around eyebrow height up. It's going to get you way more stability at higher speeds and give you a bit more float in the powder. Now, for an advanced skier, definitely recommend a powder ski for Japan, something like the Armada JJ. Now this is 116 underfoot. This is a lot wider than the previous skis we've looked at, but it's going to give you extra surface area when riding the POW and give you that extra float. This is a very playful, softer ski and one of my personal favourites.
For all your ski and snowboard equipment needs, visit thesnowshow.tv/ski equipment. Whether you finished your day on the snow or maybe you're looking for something else to do other than skiing, a great place to come is Hakuba. It's great for the kids, it's great for the families, and it's also great for those budding professional ski or snowboarders looking to improve their performance. Let's go and check it out. Johnny, you're the founder of Hakuba. How did it all come about?
Well, originally living here for so many years and also having kids of my own. Obviously this village is blessed with like some of the best outdoors activities, the best resorts, mountains that we have. But as far as indoor activities go, there's few slim pickings. So I needed a place for my kids to let loose and for the other local kids as well. And also a training facility for the up and coming riders like freestyle skiers, snowboarders. Obviously Hakuba is a world target for snow sport enthusiasts. And it just made perfect sense to have like some sort of facility where the up and coming riders could train. So that was my thoughts in starting this whole project.
Awesome. So what's the sort of things you can do here as I guess as a kid and then as an athlete?
So as a kid, obviously you can see here, people just run around and have fun. Like it is a big passion of mine to help people become more in tune with their own bodies and have freedom of movement. And in that freedom of movement, find freedom, within that.
Awesome.
So just to have these kids running around, jumping, getting that balance, their physique, the aerial awareness is an amazing thing. And then of course, with our aspiring athletes, we're getting them up on the trampolines, getting them to do their spins and flips, also helping their aerial awareness and then balance as well. So it's I reckon it's a quicker and safer option as to just going straight out onto the slopes, which is learning the hard way, right?
Yeah, well, it sounds exciting and obviously sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, you're the manager of Hakuba, but you're also one of Japan's finest freestyle skiers. How does it help you with your skiing?
Like here is how like foam pit and air mat. This is a really good for before try new tricks, like practice a little bit and go into skill results, especially flips, cork, like a lot of spins. And you practice here and just try on the skill result.
Yeah, a bit safer, hey, before you go out and
much
injure yourself on the resort.
If in the skill result and landing your neck is no skis, but here is fine.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about Hakuba?
Like my favorite one is this air mat, and try like double and triple and doing spin, because I can't do the skill result because he can do.
The latest in ski and snowboard clothing brought to you by Hallie Hansen, alive since 1877.
Hey guys, today we are going to be choosing outerwear jackets for skiing or snowboarding. So the first thing you want to think about, are you someone that gets really warm when you ride, or are you someone that gets quite cold? So if you are someone that gets quite cold, I would recommend going with an insulated jacket, something with a bit more padding, and it will keep you warm. You can layer underneath as well. So we want to go for something like this. As you can see, there's a bit more thickness to the fabric, a bit more substantial. This is also fairly high waterproofing, so that will keep you nice and dry when you're riding too. That's another thing to think about. Jackets will have different waterproofing, so you definitely want to think, are you someone that rides in a place where it's quite slushy and wet, or do you get quite high snowfall and it stays very cold? Then you won't need such high waterproofing. So this is a great jacket to keep you warm. It's also quite fitted, so it's going to be a little bit more snug to your body and it will keep you warmer. If you are someone that gets quite hot when you ride, if you ride a lot of park, or if you're quite an aggressive rider, you want to go for something that is just a shell jacket. So you have your options for layering. You can still wear a mid-layer underneath if it's cold, but this will keep you nice and cool. If it's springtime as well, you don't want to be super warm. This one is also very high waterproofing, so it'll be great for spring riding if you do get the chances of slushy snow that's a bit more wet or rain. Next, we also have fit. So I'm someone that likes to wear an oversized jacket. I personally think it's a bit more breathable. I get a bit of better range of movement when I'm riding. So you want to choose something like this that's a bit more of a boxy fit, a bit baggier, and it'll keep you happy when you're trying to throw your body around doing some cool stuff. So that's your oversized fit versus your slimmer fit. Cool, so thank you guys. That's how you choose your perfect ski or snowboard jacket.
For all your ski and snowboard clothing needs, visit hellyhansen.com.au. Well guys, there's so much to do in Hakuba when you're skiing and snowboarding. Where do you start? But something really unique you've got to try each year is Snow Machine. Quentin, tell us, what is Snow Machine?
So the Snow Machine's a destination event. We bring over sort of 4,000 to 5,000 people, bring over some of the best bands, DJs, musicians, not only from Australia but around the world, some really top European acts, some American acts, and then everyone comes over here just to have a good time. So through the day, out on the mountain skiing and snowboarding, we'll have some stages set up at Hapo, Iwataki, Hakuba 47. You can kind of spend the morning going for a ski, snowboard, and then listen to your favourite bands and DJs through the afternoon. Following on from that, there's a good main stage down in town where we have a kind of full production, big setup. People come down there and it's your festival. So that festival goes for 3 nights and then 4 days with on-snow activities. So it's kind of, you know, the best of both worlds. Skiing, snowboarding, holiday, culture, and the music.
What types of people are coming?
Mate, the main market is definitely Australians, but with our music choices and bands that we're bringing on, we are trying to expand that to more people from elsewhere in Asia, also America and Europe. There's a lot of these kind of events that are done in Europe, and we feel like a lot of those guys are looking for something a bit further out, a bit more on the off the beaten track, and Japan's the perfect place for that. So yeah, so it is mainly Australia, but definitely expanding to more regions.
Yeah, so you have it in other locations as well?
Yep. So in the Southern Hemisphere winter, we do one in Queenstown. That's an amazing event as well. And you know, that one's a bit bigger than this one. That'll get the kind of 8,000 to 9,000 people. Wow. But just with the kind of demographics of Hakuba and its location and whatnot, we're sort of limited by the amount of accommodation and infrastructure in the resort, really.
Yeah, and some great different variety of accommodation as well for people.
Absolutely, yeah. So it does really range. So it ranges from your kind of backpacker level packages, which are coming in at a really good price point, and then that goes up to you know, really luxury chalets or private houses. And the market that we have is quite diverse as well. So we've got the market meets that, and there's some people that are looking for that more budget option, and then there's others that kind of want to splash out and yeah, go all in really. So yeah, it's great to see.
Sounds incredible, mate. I'll certainly be here, guys. You better book in quick. That 5,000 to 6,000 people going to flood that area, this Hakuba Valley. So yeah, make sure you get in quick. It's going to be an incredible time. Party on the snow.
Here we are at the end of the day. We're at Gordu night riding. This is a fantastic place for all sorts of people. It's got a little mini terrain park. It's an intermediate slope with some beginner areas down the bottom. So it's a great area for training, all sorts of stuff, your tricks or your turns or whatever you want really. The night lights really give a different perspective, don't they, Andy?
Don't they? I've never been night skiing, Dan. How do the conditions change at night?
Well, it's funny you say that. The conditions are always really good here at Gordu because they close the lifts at 5:30, and then what they do is they get the old grooming machines out, groom the whole thing again, and then open up the night riding from 6 till 9:30.
Sounds exciting, mate. There's a full moon tonight too, so I'm expecting a bit of craziness.
Yeah, some werewolves. Watch out for those.
Oh, I'm looking at one, aren't I? Come on, let's get into it.
The ginger wolf.
Come on.
Righto.
Wow, what a run.
Yeah, man, it's really exciting stuff up there, isn't it?
Wow, there's some slick snow up there and some really quick skiers.
Yeah, no, there's all the locals, they'll come out and do race training or practice things. They can't do it during the day because they're working and a lot of the kids are at school and that. So you have a lot of the training groups coming out and doing night riding as well, which is great to see.
Loved it, mate. A lot of different varying terrain too. Just in that one run, I noticed, you know, it's a bit of soft, bit of hard, bit of quick.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, and like I say, they've got that little Banks terrain park in there, and then they've got the walkable jib park over here. So that's a real favourite with local freestylers, and that draws in the crowds. But it's definitely a good place to come, and even if you arrive late into Hakuba, you know, you want to get into it. Sometimes people come here and their first, you know, experience in Hakuba is the night riding.
Yeah, definitely a highlight for me, mate. Definitely be coming back. Come on, let's go and have another run.
Yeah.
Hakuba is not only famous for skiing, snowboarding and amazing snow, but also for its world-class accommodation, restaurants and bars. Whether it's a cosy apartment, a luxury lodge, or a ski-in, ski-out resort, Hakuba has it all. Wake up to stunning 360-degree views of the mountains and the Hakuba Valley, and enjoy easy access to the slopes. And when your day on the snow is complete, it's time to refuel your energy at Hakuba's diverse range of restaurants, where authentic Japanese flavours blend with international cuisine. Whether it's a steaming bowl of ramen, some delicious sushi, or a wood-fired pizza, you'll savour every bite as you and your friends share great stories of your adrenaline-filled day on the slopes. And when the sun sets, the fun continues as you step into Hakuba's vibrant bar and live music scene, where the spirits flow as freely as the stories. Sip on handcrafted cocktails, beers and spirits, inspired by the snow-capped peaks as you listen to your favourite band or DJ. With unforgettable adventures, mouth-watering dining and vibrant nightlife, Hakuba has it all in one extraordinary destination. Want to win the ultimate Hakuba Japan ski adventure for two, worth over $10,000? This epic prize includes an amazing $1,500 ski clothing pack from Helly Hansen, 5 nights luxurious accommodation at the Japow, 5 days skiing or snowboarding at your choice of 10 world-class ski resorts, 5 days of ski or snowboard lessons with the legendary Hakuba Snow Sports School, all your ski and snowboard rentals from Rhythm Rentals, and a pair of Oakley's revolutionary snow goggles for each of you, plus transfers to and from Tokyo with Nagano snow shuttles. So, what are you waiting for? Head to thesnowshow.tv and click on the Hakuba competition tile for your chance to win this adventure of a lifetime. If you feel inspired to ski or snowboard Hakuba Japan, check out our amazing offers at thesnowshow.tv/Hakuba. I'm Andrew McComb and thanks for watching The Snow Show in beautiful Hakuba, Japan. It certainly is one of the perfect destinations for the ski and snowboard enthusiast. With its incredible resorts, amazing lessons, fashion, equipment, hotels, restaurants, bars, and incredible tourist attractions, I'll certainly be coming back. For more videos, special offers and information, go to thesnowshow.tv or follow us on YouTube at The Snow Show. Sayonara.